You are watching Sneaky Mode. Remain calm and seated and enjoy the video.
What's up guys, welcome back to the Aether adventure. Today I'm going to be just, finishing up a few things in the Aether world, and then I'm going to go and maybe have another look inside the silver dungeon. I've just been collecting some cobblestone here because I need it to make stairs. I think I've got enough though. Admittedly, digging in sand wasn't the best choice. You can actually see most of this area was sand. I only just hit cobblestone, but I did eventually get enough to do what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is turn this into steps first and then sleep, and then we'll head back into the Aether. And again, as always, a car decides to drive past just as I start recording. Typical. Let me just see how much I can get out of this. That's pretty good actually. I can just right click these due to the 2-minute items mod that I use in this particular copy of Minecraft. I have 2 different copies of it actually. One for each, each kind of thing I do. One maybe for a Redstone world where I use single player commands and 2-minute items, and then one for the Aether, which is pretty much a blank copy of the game. All very interesting. So yeah, I went ahead and made some fences as well. Didn't think that was much, to anything that anyone would want to watch. Actually, now that I think about it. Well, I'm trying to think how I can make a roof for the Moa pen that I have. And I really hope leaving the nether, sorry, I always call it the nether because I'm just thinking constantly that's what it is. I hope that the Moa stayed up there actually. Still haven't decided what name I'm going to give her, which I feel kind of bad about because I did, have a whole day or day and a half or something of comments to read through. Which I did read the comments, I just didn't come across any names that I liked. So I'm just gonna... What the hell? Okay, I'm getting shot by those guys, and... Yep, another car driving past. Honestly, I don't know why the microphone picks it up so well, because the microphone is turned down quite a bit. Oh god, she's escaping. She's escaping. I need to find a way to keep her in here. I think my best bet is just going to be putting a roof up like this and taking it away when I decide I want to fly around. I know you want to leave. And she has eyes inside of her mouth, that's kind of creepy, but okay. So let's just... Maybe I think actually a good idea was maybe using pistons to pull a gate down of some description. It's actually a really cool idea now that I think about it. Oh god, she's gonna escape again. Stay. Yeah, oh, I just hurt myself. I need to... I'm gonna hurt myself again. Okay, no. Okay. You wanna... she's just curious. I think I have an idea actually. If this works, that is. Yeah, she'll be fine in here. So provided she doesn't go flying out that part. We can keep an eye on her at the window though, so that's good I guess. What I'm going to do is keep this part open like that, or maybe like the whole thing like that. She can't move out of a 2-block high space anyway. That's why also I've gave her a 3-block high roof, which I'll fill this in as well here like so, just so that it all comes together. And the reason I've left this like so is then I can make 3 stick. Actually, you know what, that works out like that, doesn't it? Okay, I can make sticky pistons to act as a gate, which I think I'll go ahead and do at some point. Let me just fill this roof in. For some reason, I think I should have enough to do 3 high actually. Don't really want it to seem like a cage. It's inhumane, but well, we do want to keep our Moa safe, I guess. When you look at it as a safety feature more so than a cage. So I know people don't seem to like it that much. Well, most people don't seem to mind, but I'm going to use this to create myself some sticky pistons, because you know how much effort goes into that, and I should really move. If it was just regular pistons, I wouldn't mind. I'd just go and find some iron, but because I need to use sticky pistons and slimes are so hard to find, hopefully you understand why I'm doing it this way. If I could even find those sticky pistons. I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. I'll need 3. And I'm going to need a switch, which I can make myself. Just trying to think. Again, I'm going to spawn some redstone, because that's also another thing I think is going to be difficult to find in such a short time. I could go and do it all off camera, but like I said, I'm not really, I don't really want to waste all the time doing that. I hope these sticks actually act as, I think I need to go back to the normal world actually. Let's go. I want to know why these work and the ones down here don't. If anyone actually has a solution. Oh, actually I forgot I had steps as well. If anyone has any idea why that happens, why those pressure plates work with the trapdoors and the ones down here don't work, I'm not entirely sure. And I think I overestimated how much I'd actually need of this. Now that oh damn it. This isn't going to be very effective. I was probably quicker just doing it with my fist. Oh well. Yeah, if anyone has any idea why when I use these pressure plates they don't seem to activate these here. Okay, of course now they decide to work. Must be something to do with the world updating, so I don't really know actually. Let me just quickly check if I have any materials in here that I could use. Either dirt. Nah. Okay, I'm going to go back and just grab some sticks and some more pieces of cobblestone, which I believe actually I have inside my little hut. I thought the game was too loud there for a second. It seems really loud in my headset. I don't know if these sticks work in the way I'm thinking. Yeah, they don't. So I still need the cobblestone anyway. So I'll just go and collect some tree, I guess, up here. I only need one log. Turn that into sticks and then turn that into a switch. I think we're good to go as far as that's concerned, so I won't waste too much time here. Yep, I don't know why that is. Oh well, I guess I'll just leave these open for now till I can figure out a solution or some other way to do it. Maybe I could place like a door in front of it or something. I don't know. Maybe the door will update properly, because these work, and I don't know why the game thinks anything otherwise. Okay. So I need to take rid of these. The only problem I have here, and I realise I only now needed 2 pistons. Whatever, it's not a big deal. I just didn't think about it. Okay. So now I need to do a bit of redstone science. So if you're not into that, you can skip ahead, but maybe it'll be interesting for you. I don't know. I need another pickaxe though. If I have one, that is. I'll just make one. It's not a big deal. Oh no, okay, there is. I think I might use some glowstone actually to light this up if I need to. But anyway. So there's I actually find it funny that I'm doing, oh wow. I find it funny, watch this, I'm going to get 2. Because I'm using the sky route. Oh god, that's not easy to cut that. What? Maybe I need Zanite. I don't think I have a Zanite pick actually, now that I think about it. I have a sword. I do have some more Zanite pieces though, it's all well and good. Skyroot. I probably only need a Skyroot stone pickaxe to get this to work, but could always use a more powerful pickaxe in general. As you know, it gets more powerful the more you use it, so that's useful. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think it's funny that it has the glass as sound. I'm hoping redstone actually works in the... I have no reason to believe otherwise, but I hope it works the way I expect it to work. So first I need to decide where I want my button. I think here should be fine. Do I have dirt? Yes. We'll make this a little launch pad, I guess. Could be fun. Just to give me a bit more breathing room. And so that I can bring my redstone down this way. Make things a bit more easier, so that switches there. So this needs to come down so it doesn't affect that. Because I'm going to put this through an inverter actually. Again, this is a lot of redstone science that you don't necessarily need to understand. It's not terribly difficult though. I will explain myself in a second. And again, I know it's kind of cheap, but I just need to give myself a couple of repeaters, because again, that's another process that we just don't need to go through. And most people said they don't mind, and I don't honestly think it's a bad thing necessarily doing this, but some people might be against it. So wait. What was that, Skyroot? Yeah, okay, I just need one of these. Hopefully anyway, I should only need one. So these repeaters are going to go here. Yep, so there we go, that's all simple, that's well enough. I think that's pretty much all I need done actually. So let me replace the dirt again. I think what we'll do is just place stone there. Oh, damn it. This takes an awful long time to destroy. So yeah, now all I need to do, I should just place these down and it should work fine, is so now okay, so something's, maybe I think I'm just blocking something. I'm not thinking about it, or something like that. Ah, okay, see, this is fine. This is easily fixable. So what I need to do is get out of this space first. So what's happening here, if you are interested, is this is coming down, and it's connecting. It's like interfering here. That you can see that's getting up there, and it's also coming around, but I don't want that. So what I need to do is this. That splits the signal, and now it should hopefully work. At least I think that's the problem. Maybe not. Maybe if I just move this all around a little bit, it should hopefully figure it out. See, the funny thing is, this is the kind of thing I enjoy, and I know a lot of people don't like it in videos, necessarily, but see, for some reason this isn't working. There we go. Okay, you know, I probably didn't need to do what I just done there, it's just I didn't have it connected up properly. This one, however, isn't getting power. Just in case, move that over. So that should now work the way I think anyway. It's a little bit glitchy. I think that's just a counterpart of redstone in the nether. And, oh my god, in the Aether. Actually, you know what? I think the issue may actually be this itself. So if I move this all over one, and if I put this here, this should hopefully should be the solution. I think it's just fences themselves, because they're dynamic, because they on their own they'll connect, there'll be a single post, but when you put one next to it, I also think that's part of the issue. Why isn't power? So now I feel like I need another repeater just in case. Oops. Didn't mean to give myself that. Okay, I'm going to turn this off now. Don't think I need any more. This probably, yeah, isn't necessarily. I can't even get my words out. Again, I've went and I haven't lined it up. I haven't set it up properly. I keep forgetting you need one of those redstone piece right across the top there. Okay. For some reason it only wants to light one up, so what's the problem here? Okay. So for some reason it's triggering. That shouldn't make a difference, that. Okay, they both got up. Maybe this is powering that block, actually. Now that I think about it. There we go, I think that should have solved it. Off, on. There we go. Okay, again, it's just silly things like that could sometimes really throw you off if you're ever wondering why your redstone build isn't working. And it could, maybe I'll just be negligence. There we go. It's working flawlessly now. So now we can just put our MOA in there. Now that may be a problem. Well, you know, I'll test it. You know, there's no point in changing it if it isn't going to break it. But because that's a minor step up, if you can see, it's just a very, it's lower than a half step. It's like a half of a half step, if that makes sense. Hey, look, she's laid an egg. Well, at least we can confirm she's a female. Okay. Oh god, no, 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 no. Okay, we need to push her down from here. See, this is an issue. I hope this isn't going to hurt her if I try and take that away. Oh god. It's very complicated. Anyway, let's see if she can fit in here. With and without this, maybe. Yep. So I'm getting this issue of, you know, of bumping into the roof, so I may need to just raise it all one. That should fix all my problems. Go in. Go in. No. Okay, I'll take the sacrifice and injure myself a little bit. So I think all it's going to take is raising that up a little bit, but that works. She can't get out of there. She needs a 3 high space in order to get out properly. So let me just make sure this place is a little bit neat. I think that should be fine. See, the AI is really smart in this game. As soon as they find an opening, they'll, like, you see, she's not paying attention, and as soon as I open it, you know, she'll try and get out. Which means I need to push her back in again, which involves damaging myself. Though I am on peaceful, so it's not a big deal. I really need to get out of here quick. Okay, so that's that. That's quite simple. I just broke some of my wall down though. I'll fix that. Not too complicated. I just had a few lapses of judgment there when I was trying to work out the redstone. Always happens, but eventually I get there. But yeah, I'll just raise this one more. And put a roof back on it. Well, I may not need a roof. I don't think they can jump higher than 3 or 4 blocks, so I'll do tests off camera. It's not really that big of a deal right now. But yeah, so there you go, that's a little piston gate for you. You could also use this for things like farms. You know how farm animals are really love walking on seeds and things like that. You could put a fence around the entire thing and some pistons. People have went, to great lengths to make these pistons hidden. So there'll be like two pieces of dirt, then there'll be two pistons that pull that down into the side, then push up the fence and things, and it's really contrived for what you're trying to do. So I think this is, a nice solution to that. And I noticed a little natural pattern in the ground here, so I figured I'd set that back up. But anyway, yeah, so this was quite a quiet, relaxing episode. I didn't have much else planned. I thought that would have been a cool thing to do, a little project as we expand the nether. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like or a comment. You don't necessarily have to. I think it just helps me. It just helps me kind of gauge your entertainment level or the value of my content. Otherwise, guys, I've been SneakyMode, and I will see you next time.